Sam Hartman to the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. DJ Ungo Ungale to the Oregon State Beavers for the 2023 football season. And Gloria Nevarez, the new Mountain West commissioner starting January 1st, 2023. She describes how her conference is going to be aggressive to stay relevant in college football and college sports. Welcome to College Football's Peek Around the Corner with your host, Greg Pflugar. We cover everything in college football because we love everything in college football. And if you do as well, please subscribe to our ever-growing channel. Smash the like button if you like our content and share this video with your family and friends. Let's not waste any more time. We have got a packed show today for December 24th. Let's get into the breaking news last night. Pete Thamel of ESPN. Sources: former Clemson quarterback DJ Ungale is expected to commit to Oregon State. An announcement expected in the upcoming days. This landed like a thunderbolt throughout the college football landscape and on Twitter. Oregon State fans love this development, and they should. This is a big name. DJ Ungo Ungale, a big arm, not always accurate, a good athlete, a great athlete. But is he the needle mover for the Oregon State Beavers that they need to make the next step next year? Don't get me wrong. Oregon State is stacked. They were 10-3 last year. 10-3. Jonathan Smith, the great head coach and that great coaching staff, they had the number 2 defense in the Pac-12. They have their whole offensive line returning for next year. They have Martinez, the great running back, returning for next year. People often say Oregon State's just a quarterback away from potentially winning the Pac-12 championship. My answer to all that is, or my question, will DJ Ungo Ungale even win the starting job next year? I put that out on Twitter last night, and I got a lot of heat blowing back at me, which is fine. I love it. But let's take a look at DJ Ungo Ungale's career at Clemson. In 2020, he played sparingly, got into some games. He looked great. 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 146.4 rating. In 2021, as a starter in his first year for Clemson, he collapsed. His performance was miserable. 9 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, a rating of 108.7. And those yards per attempt, 6.0. And the adjusted yards per attempt, 5.3. Those are really poor performance numbers from any type of quarterback, especially with a quarterback who's trying to lead the Clemson Tigers, a fantastic football program, to the college football playoffs. Or they couldn't even win the ACC championship last year in 2021 when they were heavily favored. This year, DJ Ungo Ungale lost his starting job at the end of the season. The numbers were better, however. He did complete 61.9% of his passes. Still, the yards per attempt were low, 6.8. Adjusted yards attempt, 7.2. A 135.5 quarterback rating, which is below average in college football. A 22-7 touchdown interception ratio, not bad. But again, he did not perform, especially at the crucial times during the season for Clemson. That's why he lost his starting job. Now, you might say, well, DJ Ungo Ungale is still better than anything that Oregon State had last year. Well, let's take a look at Ben Gulbranson in his season last year, the quarterback for Oregon State. He wasn't prolific by any means, no doubt about it. But he still completed 62.4% of his passes. His yards per attempt, 7.5. His adjusted yards per attempt, 7.3. His quarterback rating, 135.5. All those on paper were better than DJ Ungo Ungale. Now, you can't just look at the stats. I understand that Oregon State did not ask much from their quarterback from last year. But you know what? Clemson didn't ask much from DJ Ungo Ungale either. They had a great defense. They gave him short fields. They gave him chances after chance. All they needed was a better performance from their quarterback room, and Clemson would have gotten into the college football playoffs. But they didn't get it from DJ Ungo Ungale. And I'm wondering, if is he truly the needle mover that Corvallis needs for next season? Because Oregon State has everything else. It's going to be a fascinating story to watch. Oregon State. Put down your comments in the comment section below the video. Do you believe that DJU is the guy to propel Oregon State closer, or can they actually achieve a Pac-12 championship in 2023? The next big story, the gigantic story, huge. The rumors, nothing is official yet because Sam Hartman hasn't put his name in the transfer portal yet. We talked about that yesterday's episode on live show. We're not going to be getting into the tampering issues of today. We're just going to be talking about the reality of the situation. Lots of steam. Sam Hartman going to Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Here's an article written by SB Nation, 1 Foot Down by Joshua Vowles. This was yesterday, a Fighting Irish site. Notre Dame football's Wake Forest, Sam Hartman going to transfer to the Irish. For a few weeks now, there's been some buzz about the possibility of Wake Forest Demon Deacons quarterback Sam Hartman possibly transferring to Notre Dame for the 2023 season. It started long before Hartman officially entered the transfer portal. And hey, he still hasn't officially entered the transfer portal. Rumors have been swirling that shortly after the Wake Forest Bowl game against Missouri, Hartman is expected to announce his decision to enter the transfer portal, and that Notre Dame Fighting Irish are seemingly the team to beat at the moment. Here is a tweet, Deacon's Daily Twitter account, on what Dave Clawson thinks about all this. What's going on behind the scenes right now in college football? Nobody's stopping it. There's no punishment. If this is the way it's going to be, that's fine, but let's not pretend there's rules. Wake Forest, Dave Clawson, on the Sam Hartman plus portal transfer. There are rules. Some are following, some are not following it. We got to that. If you want to watch our episode from yesterday, we talk about how horrific tampering is to this college football world, college football going forward, and it has to be stopped. But right now we're talking about the potential, huge potential impact if Sam Hartman does join the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Sam Hartman is a needle mover. Absolutely. Every single year he's had under Wake Forest, he's gotten better. Look at the quarterback ratings. 125.2 as a true freshman. 138, 138.7, 148, 159.4 here in 2022. A fantastic season. A fantastic quarterback. A guy who has such a quick release, gets the ball out of his hands, and processes the field magnificently. He is unbelievable. Sam Hartman is a 5th, 6th, 7th round draft pick. If he would enter the draft, NFL draft this spring, he would be drafted in the 5th, 6th, 7th round. He is the needle mover for Notre Dame to get back to the college football playoffs if he joins the Irish. 39 touchdowns last year, 38 touchdowns this year. The yards per attempt, 8.3. Adjusted yards attempt, 8.6. This year, 2022, yards per attempt, 8.6. Yards adjusted attempt, 9.2. He's on a whole different level than DJ Uiagalelei and most college football quarterbacks. And remember, Sam Hartman played for the Wake Forest Deacons. They had a spectacular season last year, a good season this year. Wake Forest has not had the defense. So Sam Hartman's had to respond every single time. He's had to score almost every time he's had the ball. And almost every single time, Sam Hartman has responded for the Deacons, their fans, their schools, and their head coach, Coach Clawson. Sam Hartman has done a spectacular job. If he went to Notre Dame with that defense, under Marcus Freeman, that talent, and they are improving that weak wide receiver room at Notre Dame, that Fighting Irish offensive line is going to be back next year. Wow. Sam Hartman to Notre Dame, that's a huge needle mover. Notre Dame could be entering in the college football playoffs next year if they get Hartman. We're going to be following the story here in the next couple of days. It's all going to play out. Is Hartman going to the transfer portal or not? And if he does he end up with the Notre Dame Fighting Irish? Now, let's conclude this stacked episode of 122 with Gloria Nevarez. She's going to be the new Mountain West commissioner in 7 days from now. We're just going to go through this article real quick. This is from Front Office Sports, from Amanda Kristovich. Let's just take a look at it. I'm not going to read the whole article. I'll put the link in the description box below the video. Gloria Nevarez assumed she would spend the rest of her college sports career as the commissioner of the West Coast Conference, home to the perennial powerhouse men's basketball team, Gonzaga. But earlier this year, a search firm contacted her and asking if she might be interested in the new commissioner role at the Mountain West. The opportunity really excited me, she told Front Office Sports. On November 11th, the conference announced Nevarez would assume the role on January 1st, 2023, following the retirement of longtime Commissioner Craig Thompson. Okay, we're going to skip a couple of the paragraphs. Again, you can read the whole article. Just check the links in the description box. We're going to get to a couple of paragraphs that are the money shots. But she's aware of reports that the Big 12 and the Pac-12 could be shopping around. The former appears to be more aggressive than the latter. San Diego State to the Pac-12, Boise State to the Big 12. Pundits and rumor mills have floated all kinds of ideas, though none have stuck. If we lose some, we have to articulate our why, she said. Is it strength in numbers? About fit? We have to see who we've lost, what we're trying to replace. Mountain West officials are having daily conversations about multiple potential realignment scenarios, she said, calling the possibility a constant threat. Mountain West officials are having daily conversations about potential realignment scenarios, calling the possibility a constant threat. Ladies and gentlemen, that means that the Mountain West Conference is expected to lose a member or two. They're expected to lose San Diego State. Let's be blunt about it. We've been here at Peek Around the Corner talking about the perfect storm for San Diego State for months. It's going to happen. They are going to lose the San Diego State Aztecs. So they are getting ready to make a move. Now, this is the real money shot of the whole paragraph. Nevarez, okay, right here. The college football playoffs is arguably less adversarial situation, given that a 12-team playoff starting in 2024 was finalized just a few weeks ago. The new structure, which Thompson helped create, ensures that at least one group of 5 school will get into the playoff every year. Nevarez counts that as a win for the Mountain West, but she still said there's a lot of devil in the details. To ensure her conference has better representation in future college football playoff decision-making, particularly when it comes to money. There's still a lot of devil in the details, and she wants to ensure her conference has better representation in future college football playoff decision-making. That means 2026 and beyond. And that's what we keep talking about here at Peek Around the Corner, in our episodes, and especially in our live shows. 2026. There is no decisions made for 2026 college football playoffs. The structure that they all decided on was for 2024, 2025. The distribution of the money, the percentages between the Power 5 schools and the G5 schools. But 2026, everybody has to go to the negotiation table again and hammer it out. And this time there doesn't have to be consensus to pass something. This time it could be just by majority rule. We don't even know the players that are going to be in the room to vote on the new college football playoffs and the structure of the entire college football. We don't even know who's going to be in the room. So every institution is trying to better themselves before 2026 hits. Every conference is trying to better themselves before 2026 hits. And when does that occur? 2023, 2024, early part of 2025. A lot of things are going on. Lots of stuff is going on. So please stick with us here at Peek Around the Corner. Please put your thoughts down in the comment section below the video on everything we've covered here in episode 122. But until next time, from all of us at Peek Around the Corner to all of you, please, you all take care of each other. Thank you so very much.